And I understand you personally are actually sensitive to this.
Very sensitive. In
Yeah.
fact, when a person learns that they are gluten intolerant or have celiac disease, it can change their life for the better because there are no drugs. It involves a limited lifestyle with gluten itself.
All right, let's get to what gluten is, because a lot of people out there saying, I've heard of this, but I'm not quite sure what it is.
Gluten is the protein, the sticky protein found in wheat, rye, barley, and sometimes oats. It's cross-contaminated with oats, but this is what makes bread rise, and it can be found. The problem is it is hidden in so many different foods. You and I think, of course, bread and pizza and everything like that, but what about all of these foods?
Peanut butters.
Peanut butters that is processed with gluten, or you find gluten hidden in hundreds and hundreds of foods.
Wait a minute, you have medicine here.
Yes.
There's glutens in medicines?
Excipients, fillers, and binders can be made with gluten.
Ah.
Yes. So for some people with celiac disease, it's not diagnosed for 10 or 12 years, and it can wreak havoc on a system anywhere.
What does it do to you?
Well, the small intestine has all kinds of, all kinds of villi, and the villi, it's an autoimmune disorder, and what happens is that you become very, very intolerant, and you can have things such as osteoporosis, bloating, gas, you can have anemia, you can have neuropathies in your legs. It's very serious.
Yeah, so these things could be happening to you, and you don't realize that it's just the result of gluten.
I met a woman yesterday at age 45. She lost about 90 pounds. She was down to about 60 pounds.
Oh.
And it took 11 doctors to diagnose her.
Oh my gosh.
So gluten it's everywhere.
Yeah, all right. So for those of us who want to know where we want to get rid of it out of our diets, these are the places to do it.
Books everywhere. Actually, you can even go on a cruise ship now and have a gluten-free diet. P.F. Chang's offers gluten-free cooking. Everyone is getting in tune to it because 1 out of 133 people have celiac disease.
Wow.
It's one of the most common genetic disorders in this country today.
Oh my goodness. All right, so we're looking at some foods that presumably would be okay.
These foods are all okay. Now, what's really interesting is gluten-free foods used to taste terrible.
Yeah.
And now the industry has really moved up, and you can have pastas and waffles and pretzels, all of these. So for children and adults, and beer.
And beer.
And beer.
All right, now we're talking.
And people say the taste is great. I haven't tried it yet,
Yeah,
but
well,
I'm sure you'll tell me.
We're going to have to do a little experimentation here, Kim. I have a feeling. But nonetheless, you can eliminate it from your diet, and because of technology, they've made it taste pretty good.
Yeah, it does. It tastes great, actually.
And if people think that they might be subject to the celiac, they should probably go speak to their doctor quickly.
Blood test first, and then a biopsy of the small intestine.
Oh, wow.
Ouch.
That's pretty heavy. All right, Kim Ruby, nutritionist, thank you so much for coming in.